How to show to a guy that you are interested in him without looking desperate, without being too needy and available. Ladies, it is very important to build the connection with this guy, to make sure that you will be able to flirt, you will be able to be yourself, and of course, to be unique in his eyes. Because that's how you can make him fall in love, make him commit, make him value you as well. So today I want to talk about how to flirt with a guy, how to courtship him without looking desperate, and of course, without putting him on a pedestal. Because you know my philosophy, you know my videos. I'm all about having control and making him fight for you. But sometimes we have to push the destiny. Sometimes we have to make some steps or efforts to really push you to value who you are. So if you're here with me for the first time, remember to hit the like button and you can subscribe. I'm here to teach you how to gain respect from men, how to build great relationship, and how to keep a man without playing games. But we need to use the neuroscience and we need to understand how can you make him want to see you? How can we make him not be afraid of you? Basically, that he won't put you on a pedestal in a way that he does nothing because he's scared of rejection. So some of you, you book a coaching with me and you ask me this question, Alex, how can I show him that I'm interested? How can I show him that I'm willing to go on a date? I'm willing to see him again. I'm willing to really build something extraordinary. But the thing is, I want to do it in a way that won't put me in a position where he takes me for granted, he stops doing anything, and I have to act like a man. And I understand this. That's why I have four tips for you today. So let's start with the tip number one that you already know if you're a member of my channel. I don't mind sometimes doing some first step. What I don't want is for you to do all the steps and not receive anything in return. This is driving me crazy. I'm pretty sure it's driving you nuts as well because we don't want an unbalanced relationship. We don't want a one sided relationship. We want men to give you some attention and to act in a way that they value you. So, tip number one, it's what I called the specific proposition. So we can ask a guy to go on a date. We can ask him to meet again. We can ask him to organize something. But the way we do it, in order for us to not appear needy, desperate, I will always advise you to do something specific. So we don't tell a guy, oh, I would love to go to dinner, or I would love to see you, because that is needy. That is me telling you, you can choose what you want. I can organize my time based on your time. I just want to see you because I like you. This is being needy, in my opinion. This is not also powerful in terms of attraction. So, what do we want to do? We want to use the specific proposition. So if you tell a guy, look, I have seen there is this nice art exposition. I would love to go there. Do you want to come and join me? Or, oh, there is this opening restaurant. I would love to go there. Do you want to come with me? It can seem like we are chasing, but we are not. And the reason why we are not, it's because if the guy says no, we will still do the activity. So let's say that you want to go to a concert. He says no, he's not available, or any reasons. The fact that you will go with someone else shows that you're very independent. It also shows your value. And for me, as your coach, I know that we can get better results this way. So, this will be tip number one, very easy, specific proposition. And if he doesn't want to come or if he can't, we will still do it. Because if you tell a guy, oh, there is this restaurant, I really want to go, he says no, and you don't go, it is showing that you wait for him. So it's not that you don't have your personal life, but it's mostly the idea that you expect or you need him to do what you want. And this will give him a lot of control. When a man realizes that, that's when he takes advantage of you. I don't want that, of course. I want him to never take advantage of you. So this will be step number one. or tip number one. Tip number two, it is the idea to give him a compliment, but with the notion of flirt. So we just won't tell him, "Are you amazing? Or you look good? Or I miss you? Or I'm missing you? Or I want to live my life with you." Those are very, very emotional. So what we want to do is to flirt with this guy. We want to make him feel that there is a little bit, not a game, but there is a little bit of attraction, a little bit of fun, a little bit of chemistry. And this is what we call flirt. Being flirty for someone French like me is very, very important. So you can tell him, there is not a lot of men that are able to. And you can choose. There is not a lot of men that are able to do what they say. There is not a lot of men that are able to surprise me. The way you would communicate with them would be very flirtatious. So you give him value, but in the meantime, you make him feel that there is this attraction game, flirtatious situation. So we can really build chemistry and sexual attraction. That is the only way you would find to give a compliment without for him to tell himself, okay, I got her. So this was one example. There is not a lot of men that are able to. And then you can, finish the sentence. If you want more examples, I created some videos on how to challenge a man. I keep them private, so you will have to enter your email and access the community. The link is in the description. Okay? You can watch my videos and you will understand what or how powerful it is to be able to challenge and to flirt by being yourself. Okay? So this is something that I will always recommend. Tip number three, if you want to make him make an action, take you out for dinner or date or any activity, it is very important to show him that he has to take his responsibility. So we want to challenge him. This time we want to make him feel that he didn't do a good job so far. So we will tell him, hey, I think it's time for you to. I think it's time for you to introduce me to your friend. I think it's time for you to surprise me. I think it's time for you to organize the best date ever. All of those suggestions, I like the last one, it's my favorite one. It's how you build a good attraction, a good flirt, but also you set yourself on a pedestal. So you show him that you won't be too needy, you won't be too available. Once again, if you want to learn more about it, click in the description. Let me be your coach. And I think I'm the only one teaching you how to challenge a man. So, tip number three, I think it's time for you. I think it's time for you to organize an amazing date and surprise me. This is not being cocky. This is not creating a disconnection. This is not bad, of course. It's actually very funny when you find a good man that has good intention. If he's only like here for the sexual part, then he won't do any efforts. And you don't want to have this guy in your life. That's it. You really don't want to have this guy part of your life because you don't want a situation where you give a lot and you're not receiving much. This is not who we are. This is not what we are going to do together. Okay? Last tips. Tip number four. I love the idea that what we have or what you have with this guy needs to be valued. So instead of giving him compliments, instead of putting him on a pedestal or showing some neediness on your side, my best compliment will be, it's insane the connection that we have. It's insane the way we look at each other, or it's insane the way that we are similar. Because the goal is not to give him a compliment, it is to really value the connection, the chemistry, and the fact that it seems that you are built to be together. It seems that really it's powerful the way both of you interact. So my tip number four, it's an idea that we can give compliment without being desperate. We can give compliment without being needy or available. But the best way, literally the best way to do it, is to value what's in between the two of you. And most of the time, you always want to show your love. And when you do that, you're showing your cards. It's like playing poker and you show your cards to your competitor, to your adversary, what will happen? You will lose all the time. So you want to keep them private, but you want to give compliments to the value of the relationship, and you want to make him fight to create even more. That's why I will always tell you it's time for you to hit the like button. I expect you to subscribe. And of course, you can leave your comments. I'll be there. But if you want to go further, watch my private videos on how to challenge a man. I will teach you why is it so important and how it can change your love life. Even if you want to get back with your ex or you want to get your coworker to notice you, everything is possible. You just need to be stronger. Okay, ladies? I will see you very soon for a new live. I wait for your question and please go grab access to the free videos on how to challenge a man. It's in the description and I see you very soon. Bye bye, ladies.